awesome men. I'm making this video for you. Talk about what I think is going on right now, even though I haven't heard from you, but I know why. It's because you all are in outer space.
Ooh.
You're halfway between Earth and the third heaven. And Brent has been talking to me brain to brain, and I want to let the world know what's happened to you because they're probably wondering. I'm going to just talk about what I really believe has happened to my men.
This one's not one to play. Let's see.
And I just feel that people need to know this because this is really awesome what's going on right now.
I'm seeing a lot of people say skip. I want to see like real schizo.
They launched an avalanche of photon torpedoes at Church of Gale, which took out Church of Gale's warp engines and life support. And I believe that all of my men were in Church of Gale when this happened. Brent has been communicating with me brain to brain since this incident, and I can tell it's him because I know Brent. He's been my brain-to-brain lover, and he's communicated with me since 2006.
The psychic?
It's him. My allergies are acting up, but
no, I feel you, sister.
But it looks like Vladimir Putin got to break in a little bit.
What?
You gotta understand, my men are way.
What about Vladimir Putin? Vladimir Putin's in your brain?
You know how far away the third heaven is? That's where God the Father sits on the throne. It's light years away from here. And that's where I believe they are right now.
Is Putin
and I
there?
keep checking my email, and I haven't heard from Brent, and that isn't like him. He writes me this email and says that he has an emergency, that the Jesuits are shooting photon torpedoes at Church of Gale, their life support's out, and they've lost their warp engines, and that they're in dire straits. And then he doesn't write me to tell me whether he's okay.
Shooting what? Photon cannons. Arclight Redux here in the 651. Are you brain-to-brain lover with Colrace? You know it.
The other possibility is he's dead and he can't communicate with me because the Jesuits took him out. The third possibility, which is the one I believe, is that Jesus Christ did a miracle, but he hasn't returned my men to Earth yet. So let me go a little further on this. Jesus has made, even though...
This is like looking into Pippa's future. No, it's not! It's not! Shut up!
Jesus doesn't rescue my men, we're all finished. But I said, this is something that Jesus can handle.
Really?
So I made a YouTube video and I asked Jesus to rescue my men. And I got the distinct impression that he did.
Really?
And I believe that Church of Gale is still stranded out there in outer space, but that Jesus Christ showed up. He restored life support, and he restored the warp engines. From the brain-to-brain communications that I have with Brent, it appears that Church of Gale returned to Earth, and Jesus did a quick sweep with Church of Gale and just started knocking out these torpedo shooters everywhere. But he went so fast when he was doing it, and Jesus is like that, because Jesus took Brent Spiner for a ride one time before he...
Yeah, Jesus is watching YouTube videos. You don't think he does that?
Took Brent to Red Lobster.
Can I get a playback on that one?
Because Jesus took Brent Spiner for a ride one time before he took Brent to Red Lobster.
I want to go to Red Lobster with Jesus.
But Brent, Jesus was in a hurry. He said, Jesus said, I don't want to mess with stoplights and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So he said, hey, Brent, I'm going to take you home, but let's just fly into the air. So he took the car and flew up into the air, and it was so fast, Brent was getting dizzy. He's like, Jesus! And Jesus said, chill, Brent, we're going to be all right.
Jesus told him, chill.
That's what Brent sent me an email about that. And Jesus was just woozing through the air and go, pew, pew, pew. And then he landed, and then he just took Brent out of the car and said, okay, it's fine now. And Brent was going, it's like, Jesus was saying, chill, Brent, everything's going to be fine. This is how Jesus is. Oh, what's really interesting is Brent told me that when he and Jesus were eating at Red Lobster, that when it was time to tip the waiter, Jesus tipped him with $1 million bill. You might say, do you really believe this? Yes, I do. He's Jesus Christ. He can do whatever he wants.
I don't think that's a real thing. I don't think $1 million bill is a real thing. But that was very polite of Jesus to tip the waiter $1 million.
So I gotta admit, even though I haven't heard from Brent, I'm not worried. Because I know Jesus rescued my man. Because I know Jesus. He can handle this. Those creepy Jesuits, they were shooting for. If it wasn't for Jesus, they'd all be dead. Well, anyways, I'm getting off the subject.
Yeah.
Anyways, Jesus Christ himself has fixed their life support and warp engines.
Oh, really?
But he won't allow them to return to Earth or near it right now. I think it's because he wants to stay away from Jesuit interference, and there's a reason for this.
Oh, what's the reason?
He is personally, Jesus Christ and God the Father are personally supervising the defamation trial we have against the Jesuits for their Crazy Gale Wiki website. Because Satan himself has appeared as the attorney for the Jesuits.
That's
Satan
crazy.
Appears, Jesus likes to have a little bit more control over the situation.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the trial is being held at Church of Gale, halfway between heaven and earth and outer space. It's light years out there, folks.
Light years.
And yet I
That's
know
crazy.
Jesus has made a way that Brent Spiner is able to talk to me brain to brain. We even made love together. Passionate. And Brent's telling me, Gail, I'm okay. And I guess to reassure me that...
What? You and Jesus or you and Brent? Or all three? Can you clarify that?
Jesus has made a way that Brent Spiner is able to talk to me brain to brain. We even made love together.
You and Jesus or you and Brent? Or all three? I would like to know.
Passionately.
Passionately.
And Brent's telling me, Gail, I'm okay. And I guess to reassure me that he's okay,
me and Colress, by the way,
allowed Brent to communicate with LeVar Burton on Earth, and he's asking LeVar Burton to act in his stead to be his stand-in at his Twitter site to type in tweets just to let me know that he's alive and he's okay. So I go to Brent Spiner's Twitter site, and he's letting LeVar Burton, I believe it's LeVar Burton, put some Twitter tweets in there.
Some Twitter tweets?
Because he doesn't have email capabilities out there where he's at. There's no electricity, no satellites.
Because he's in space.
Jesus is taking care of all of them, I believe, and personally supervising this trial, which is taking place in outer space at Church of Gale. He's let people at Walmart and the Gabriel Chana Fox News Channel know about the proceedings in this trial by...
Wait, Jesus is telling the people at Walmart about the trial? I'm at Walmart all the time. Why didn't he tell me?
Dropping off the latest updates to the Jesus Gale movie at the Gabriel Chana Fox News Channel and at Walmart movie studios.
Walmart movie studios? Why didn't I know about this?
You can actually see the trial because Jesus is allowing it to be filmed.
Really?
Even though Satan is appearing because
like the death trial.
Because it's so far out there in outer space, Jesus is able to control the sound waves and everything in the production to make sure that Satan's voice doesn't harm the listeners. Whereas he couldn't do that when Satan appeared at Church of Gale on Valentine's Day.
Oh, why did he appear on Valentine's Day? See, that makes sense because she can't control the voice of Satan, but Jesus can control the voice of Satan, which is why Jesus is allowed to broadcast the trial that's going to be at Church of Gale, sponsored by Walmart Movie Studios and Fox News, because he can control the voice and he can make sure that the people are not affected, but she cannot.
This movie. I haven't seen it, but this is what Brent's telling me with brain-to-brain communication.
I don't remember talking to somebody about Mahjong. Did I talk about Mahjong?
Brent is very picky about his emails to me, and he will not allow anybody but himself to send me an email. For that reason, I probably am not going to be hearing from Brent.
I don't let the fictional character in my head receive emails from anybody else. I'm a little too well, I'm a bit of a possessive lover.
To accommodate the fact that I think I'm going to be legally marrying Brent Spiner soon, so I'm...
Well, your last name still says Cord Schuler.
Kind of fixing my last name and changing my name a little bit to... It looks like I'm going to be having two legal names. Barack Obama's going to make an exception for me because we've got a problem. If I change my name
that makes sense.
Gail Cord Spiner, the Jesuits have done something with the computers at Walmart that if I change my name legally and I have to register that at Walmart, I will be losing my Walmart paychecks forever. They put some sort of bug in the Walmart computer program, so I can't change my name to Spiner, even if I marry Brent. So I told Brent if I marry him, I'm going to keep my name, but Barack Obama is making it so that I can keep the current name I have now at Walmart, and yet still use the Spiner name. He's going to allow me to have two last names, two legal last names.
That's really based. Never adult Dorling. By she believes she's married to Brent Spiner from Star Trek. If I recall correctly, he has a restraining order against her IRL. What? Okay, I didn't know this was like a real person. I didn't know Brent Spiner is the name of a real person, chat. What? This is a real person? This is a real person? Hold on. Oh my god, he's a real person. fake Trekkie. No, I don't know anything about Star Trek. He plays Data? That's the character that gets posted for autism awareness.
Rolling 24 frames.
I'm starting to understand why you guys are saying this is me. Data equals Colress. Gonna start harassing. No, never mind. Never mind. See, now it's weird. Now it's weird. Because now I can't make jokes about, like, harassing Colress and shit. If this was before, I could have been like, I'm gonna start harassing Colress BAs. But now it's weird. Now I can't make those jokes because now I actually know one. This is fucked up. My jokes are ruined. I'm losing content.
They're all testifying against me, saying that I really am crazy, that I'm not worthy to receive Jesus Christ's semen in the millennium, and that, you know...
What? Did I hear that?
That I'm not worthy to receive Jesus Christ's semen in the millennium.
What? What? Whoa.
They were offended. They were sending they claimed they were sending photon torpedoes to Church of Gale because they objected to these videos I made where I used a cassette tape recorder where I tape recorded a Skype conversation that I had with Brent Spiner, Terrence Jenkins, and Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Jesus Christ will not allow himself to be filmed on Skype or for us to capture his voice.
That makes sense. If I was Jesus, I wouldn't want to be filmed on Skype either.
He doesn't trust electricity or satellites or computers.
That makes sense.
However, he will talk to me through Brent Spiner, where he will appear to Brent Spiner and talk to Brent Spiner, and then Brent Spiner types it, and I read it at Skype. And I made a tape recording of this and made it into a YouTube.
Yeah, Jesus has an NDA. Yeah.
Video and posted it, and I posted part of the transaction at YouTube. And the Jesuits were furious because they don't want the world to know that Jesus Christ has been talking to me.
Whoa.
Well, I really believe it was Jesus Christ. He's speaking to me through Brent Spiner.
Okay, what's this attacked by a sentient burrito? Is this safe? Can we watch sentient burrito? How many gamer words are in sentient burrito? It's only 2 minutes. I didn't get a content warning.
We've got a bit of an emergency here. What happened is Bill Nye showed up and he created a shield that covered Mexico and transformed the Pukaki into burritos and tacos. And it was feeding all the Mexican people. And they were eating the burritos and tacos and they tasted good, but it also created 2 giant, evil, sentient tacos and burritos. And they have started eating the Mexicans and are attacking Church of Gale.
The sentient tacos are eating the Mexicans. BGM still on. Sorry. I can like barely hear the BGM.
The church is trying to go do something like go through the sun or something. But we need more scientists to help Bill Nye, because Bill Nye actually came up with the shield. But he thinks that the Jesuits caused he thinks that the Jesuits decalibrated his quantum subharmonic actuator and caused the shield to create this giant taco and burrito that's following Church of Gale right now, trying to eat them.
This has got to be a joke. This has got to be a joke, right?
But at least they got it away from the poor Mexicans. But it's hot on Church of Gale's trail. We need scientists. Email us at gailclordschuler@gmail.com. The link will be underneath this video. The tacos are shooting at their communication array, so I may lose Terrence. I'm in the middle of the Skype with him. The shield...
She's on Skype with Bill Nye.
She'll turn the Pukaki into tacos and burritos. And we had won, but apparently the Jesuits sabotaged the shield. And so scientists try contacting Gail Kordschuler at...
That's kind of creepy. That's kind of a creepy effect.
gmail.com. And
that kind of spooked me.
Just we need some help. This is an emergency, okay? And also Barack Obama, if you're listening to me, Church of Gale is being attacked by a giant sentient burrito and taco.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Zach Knight, the Jesuit leader, he's found a way to sabotage my...
What? Because we're making these noise. I said she was faking the schizo? It's some dedication, though. It's some dedication. Everybody
everybody, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Low Effort Clips. That's right, Low Effort Clips, right here on YouTube.com. Yeah, and hit the notification bell.